Good afternoon, everybody. So if you're not familiar with that song, that is Baba O'Reilly by The Who. And I know it's going to be a good day if I hear that on my commute to work. So I just wanted to share that song with all of you today. My name is Megan Hessl, and I have the joy of being a charitable and trust administrator for Everence here in Goshen. It is truly an honor to be here today with so many of you who lead in business, nonprofits, families, classrooms, and in countless ways that shape our community every single day. When I heard this year's theme, Give to Gain, I kept coming back to one question. What do we actually gain when we choose to give? Because giving doesn't feel strategic. It doesn't always come with applause, and it certainly doesn't come with any guarantees. But over time, I've learned this. Some of the most important things we gain in life only come after we give first. I didn't grow up with a mapped out life plan. I grew up with something better, parents who gave me opportunity. They gave me the chance to try sports, hobbies, activities, not because I was exceptional at all of them, but because they believed exposure builds character. T-ball, that was not for me. I spent more games sitting in the outfield picking four-leaf clovers than I did actually touching a ball. But drama, I loved it. Swimming, that really stuck. 4-H, that taught me discipline and follow through. My parents gave me room to explore, and that gift shaped me. They also instilled in me two unwavering principles: never quit, and treat all people as equal, regardless of their skin color, religion, or economic status. They modeled it. Hard work was not optional, integrity was not negotiable, and dignity belonged to everyone. They taught me something powerful. You give respect before you expect it, you give effort before you see results, and you give perseverance before you experience success. What I gained from that foundation wasn't ease, it was resilience. Confidence, not from comfort, but from consistency. Empathy that shaped how I lead. The courage to walk into rooms where I didn't always feel like I belonged and still contribute. I spent almost 20 years in retail leadership, managing multiple million-dollar stores and leading teams of 30-plus employees. Retail is fast-paced, emotional, and absolutely unpredictable. But it's also one of the greatest leadership classrooms in the world. I had the opportunity to mentor young employees, many in their first job, teenagers learning professionalism, college students discovering confidence, young leaders stepping into management roles for the very first time, helping someone navigate their first hard conversation, watching them grow into confidence, seeing them realize they were capable of more than they thought. It taught me so much. And what I gained from investing in others was far greater than a sales metric. There were times I was sent across the country to walk into new markets to open stores and build teams from scratch, inspiring an entire new group of employees to bring joy to customers reinvigorated me every time. When you give energy to a team, when you give belief, when you give clarity, you gain momentum, you gain loyalty, and you gain purpose. That's my awesome neighborhood. And yes, it was surreal that a girl from Napanee, Indiana, was running the 5th largest Build-A-Bear workshop in downtown Chicago. But what got me there wasn't ambition alone. It was showing up daily, giving discipline, giving consistency, and giving my best before expecting results. Today, my professional role centers around fueling the generosity of others through their unique gifts. As a trust and charitable administrator, I help individuals align their resources with what matters most to them. Sometimes it looks like planning for the future, And sometimes it looks incredibly simple. It looks like mailing a check to a charity, knowing that inside that envelope could be something life-changing. A scholarship, a food pantry, a medical need met, a ministry sustained. The simple act of giving can ripple far beyond what we see. When you sit across the table from people who want to give thoughtfully, you learn something powerful. Generosity is the clearest expression of give to gain. When people give intentionally, they gain purpose. When people give strategically, communities gain strength. And when they give vision, the impact multiplies. I have the privilege of helping direct that generosity, and it's something I don't take lightly. Over the past few years, I've had the privilege of serving on the Goshen Park and Recreation Board, including this last year as president, and on the Goshen Redevelopment Commission. It is an honor. Giving back to my community is not a burden. Public service requires giving your time, giving preparation, giving thoughtful listening, and giving patience, often without immediate results. But what you gain is perspective. You see the full picture. You understand the weight of decisions. You recognize how deeply choices affect neighborhoods and families. Good governance isn't loud. It's thoughtful. It's prepared, and it listens before it reacts. And I have gained a deeper love for Goshen by giving myself to this work. When I think about give to gain, I don't think about giving in order to get something back. I think about giving because it shapes who we become. I gain credibility when you gain consistency. You gain trust when you give integrity. You gain influence when you give respect. For women especially, progress has often required giving before we were fully invited. Giving preparation, giving excellence, giving our voice. And when we do that, something powerful happens. The next generation gains confidence, our communities gain strength, and our cities gain leadership rooted in service. So today, I encourage you, reflect not only on what you've gained, but also what you're willing to give. Give your time, give your mentorship, give courage, give collaboration. Because what we choose to give becomes the foundation for what we and others gain. I am grateful for what my parents gave me, for what my mentors gave me, for what my teams gave me, and for what this community continues to give. And I'm grateful to live in a place where people understand that giving is not a weakness, it is leadership. Let's continue giving what matters to our families, our businesses, and our city. Happy International Women's Day.